Hi, this is the review of the order trading system activity for September the 2nd, 2021. We had three trades on that day, and all three were short sells. And the first trade was MDT. That's Medtronic PLC. Tripped at 2:01:37 p.m. at a price of 134.43. Closed the day at 134.73, up 0.42%. You see here, end of the day, it actually jumped up. Alright, 201. So it tripped right around here. But you see it did come back down, 134.52, 134.44. Here it stayed right around its stripping price. Here, though, it came down. Look. End of day. Yeah. You see, just having the end of the day, so it's almost half an hour here of time where it was down below its tripping price, so that's a positive. Even though you see the end of the day, though, it actually recovered, went back up roughly just around where it tripped. We'll see if the indicators are showing that. OBV came down, but pretty much went sideways for OBV for across the board. It did was somewhat moving down volume-wise during tripping time, but not by much. MACD up and down. Of course, it obviously jumped or dropped when it tripped, and you see the end of the day here where it recovered. DI. Same scenario. It came down roughly around here. Yeah, tripped at 2 o'clock. Tripped right around here. And it was bouncing back and forth. It's interesting. These indicators are somewhat showing kind of like a back and forth between positive and negative movement. The Bollinger Band, which again, it's just somewhat a replication of the price movement, and you can see it's actually moving steadily downwards. So the stock from Bollinger Band perspective was moving down, and you see the end of the day is where it made that little bit of jump. So technically, at least on one indicator, it's concretely moving down. The other one's not as strongly negative. Next trade is TKAT. That's Takun Art Company, tripped at 2:10 p.m. 2:20 p.m. at a price of 11.39. It closed the day at 11.14, down 14.31%. And we'll check the indicators for that one. Yeah, volume looks like it's pretty much moving down. DI came down, and somewhat a bit of a recovery after it came down. Stayed down below zero, though. DI, you can see very strongly negative for most part of the day. A little bit of a jump here in the end of the day, but still looks like it was moving negative. That stock definitely was moving down. Next trade is ROKU. That's ROKU Incorporated. Tripped at 4 p.m. 4:02 p.m. 340. I'm not going to include this. I don't include anything that happens 5 minutes or less than closing. And this happened right at closing. It tripped right at closing at a price of 340. Down 5.87%. Maybe made a recovery early morning though. It was down, but I don't consider it a positive trade because it happened so late in the day. And indicators. DI showing fairly strongly negative. MACD is down. on a regular basis. The OB not so much, but technically the stock was moving down, it looks like. But again, I'm not going to consider it just because it just happened. It happened right at close. So for me, there's no opportunity here for a day trade because it happened right at the end of the day. Anyways, leave it at that. So that's 100% with the two stocks that did occur for the period of time that the daytime, and I'll leave it at that. Thanks.